a tutorial on how to make this beautiful top. So this is the fabric. What I did was, this is it like this. You fold it bias form. Alright. Now I did not fold it to the end, to the tip of here. No, it didn't get to that point. Alright. This bias form. So I'm going to look for where they showed my shoulder. The shoulder I'm working with is 14 inches. If I should divide it by 2, I'll be having 7 inches. 7 inches here. This is where my 7 inches is. So then 1 inch down for shoulder slope here. Then 7 inches. This is where it stops. So the next thing I'm going to impute here is my bust measurements. I have my bust measurement to be 34, which is 8.5. I'll mark my 8.5 here. Connect it to this shoulder measurement that is here. Then I have to add my seam allowance. You can decide to add 1.5. You can decide to add 2 inches seam allowance. It's optional. It depends on you. Let me use a colored chalk. And this one is faint. So now the neck width, I'm using 3 inches for my neck width, and I'm going to connect it to this 1 inch shoulder slant or shoulder slope that is here. Alright, I don't know if you can see it clearly. So now the next thing is the full length of the top. So I'm going to place my tape at the shoulder line. Then the full length of my top I'm working with is 26 inches. I'll be adding extra 2 inches to it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the full length of my top now. So I'm going to place my tape back at my shoulder line. Then I'm working with 29 inches, both the seam allowance and my distance. So I'm going to mark my 29. Alright, so I'm going to place it this way. Mark it. So then I'm going to divide my armhole into 2. I have 7 inches. Then the half of it is 3.5. I'll mark the 3.5 here. Then come in by half an inch. Then I'm going to connect this my shoulder slope that is here now to this half an inch. Then make a curve in. Alright. Then the next thing is this area. This is where we mark our extra 2 inches, right? We have 8.5 plus extra 2 inches for our seam allowance. So we'll now connect it back to the full length of our top. Then cut out. Just so this is what I have. I'll use this and cut out another piece. This one. Okay, now this is the front and the back. For the back, I made a provision for a zip allowance. Let me say 1 inch or 1.5 inches for my zip allowance. All right, so you can also decide not to put a zip allowance to it. So well, now I made a provision for a zipper allowance for this particular top. All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk on is the neck area. Let me adjust the camera. So now the depth of my neck, for the back neck, I'm going to be using 2 inches for the depth. Then for the front neck, I'm working with 5 inches deep. All right. Remember the width of the neck, we're working with 3 inches. So this is what we have. The next thing to do is to cut a facing. You're going to cut a facing for the neck areas. All right. Then the sleeve, we'll cut the sleeve. This is what it looks like when you open it up. All right. So for the sleeve now, this is on a fold of 2. This is my 2 sleeves together. That's why I folded here. So for the upper part is a bishop sleeve. It's going to have an elastic at the down. So I'm going to be using 3.5 for her biceps. Bicep line. This is the bicep line here. Let me adjust the camera, sorry. So this is 3.5 for the biceps line from the start point to 3.5. Then I'm going to make a curve connecting to this start point. Alright. Then I'll cut it out. After cutting it out, I'll notch the center point. I notch the center point of it. Now I'm going to open this. Sorry if I'm obstructing the view. So I'm going to make a casing on the down part of my sleeve and attach my elastic to it. Then I'm going to attach this to my sleeve. Sorry, this video is just about the cutting aspects. I don't think I'll be making a video on the sewing. Sorry. Thank you so much for watching.